Well, good morning from a very grey morning, really. And I was expecting by now, can't see any. Windy like this, just correct direction finally. Now from the northwest, it was sort of swung through west and then northwest. But I woke up to drizzle this morning. I was expecting clear skies and sunshine. Obviously, it looks like a little bit of broken cloud, but not as much as I was thinking by now. So we're going to have to wait for that sunshine to come along, which is not a bad thing because I don't really want it to arrive that particularly early. These conditions look far better than bright sunshine. But saying that, saying that, I haven't had any more fish apart from the one last night. So maybe sunny conditions are what we're after, because last week's sunny conditions seemed to produce quite a few fish for people. It was interesting. So yeah, just maybe that's what those fish actually need, a little bit of sunshine. Not really, but could well be. Could well be what they need. So yeah, last night I've been woken up early again by the droning road in the distance, because obviously the wind's from the west and the northwest. So you've got the sort of main A road that goes up from Ringwood to Salisbury over the back over there. The noise sort of blows across. So yeah, quite good because it's nice to get up early. I must admit, I've gone to bed quite early. I'm getting a lot of sleep, which is good, really. So yeah, getting up early is never a bad thing, and wandering around looking for shiny fish. I like to start quite doing that in the winter a lot more. In the winter months, I really like to do that, and I can go to bed early and get up in the middle of the night for one of my usual toilet breaks. I sort of stay up, put the stove on, listen out, keep my eye out, keep on hunting for fishy noises and sounds, trying to sort of pinpoint where they may be, and yeah, just sort of take note. And if I can move. If I can't move, or I don't want to make it too obvious that I'm moving because I've seen fish. I fish every week, so I just sort of hang it out and wait for next week, and then move on to them like that. Doesn't highlight the fact too much, but there you go. Yeah, there is actually, look, if you can just see up there now, is a line of cloud that's sort of departed. In the distance, there's still a sort of line of cloud over there, so maybe it's sort of coming from the northeast. It's clear skies and sunshine. Apparently tonight's going to be warm again. Last night, stupidly warm to be fair. The last 2 nights have been stupidly warm. Tonight's going to be a bit of a cold one, and possibly clear skies. That full moon that's around is going to shining on the lake. Causing me problems and things. I've heard one good fish this morning, but that was 5:30. I had no idea where it was. Too dark. Sounded to my left and sounded up that margin there. So I haven't seen anything or anything since at all. I've been looking out the window now. Yeah, sort of along that left hand side there, so you can see my. Sort of zoom in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, along a little bit more, shall we? There we go. Now whether that's going to work or not, I don't know. Yeah, along there, I've seen it. That's where sort of the bund between. Well, we call it the bund because it's the division between sort of two lakes, realistically, that's sort of been man-made, built, etc. Things at the channel, that far end, you see that sort of last little bit of real bright greenery, bush, etc. There's a channel that goes through there into the bottom lake. It's about as wide as the channel I showed you on the lake. And then you've got the sort of far margins along there, which the carp absolutely love. The issue is, look at them, you've got some lovely sticks and things over there. The issue is it's a long way and they kite go left on you and get themselves tangled up in those stuff along the left hand side. It's a bit unfortunate. But yeah, it's a good feature. That is a very good feature. How about the angle of the camera? It's just the angle of the thing. You notice the horizon lines now sort of sloping, but as I go back, we'll get it exactly roughly where we were looking before. It's a lot straighter. Yeah, haven't seen anything out there this morning. Been looking, been watching, been waiting. You do see them walloping out over there. The end of the sort of tower point, as you access along there, the problem is it's the same problem. They'll just kite under the trees. You just can't get them in. Where the fish seem to hang around when it all first opens, and people seem to lose quite a lot of stuff. So it's never a brilliant idea. But yeah, right, let's zoom back out then and back to the. Well, it's grey day, but it might not be a grey day, might it? Something's a little bit promising on the sunshine. I was curious to see, if sunshine brings more bites. Looks like the wind's pushing straight in here from the west at the moment. Cloud at the top is clearly moving from the north. It's obviously swinging around and doing stuff. But yeah, it's into the second morning. I'm feeling quite confident through the morning. Obviously, the rod's in a different place. That wind is not as strong as I thought it was going to be. So I'm now really sort of confused because the feature the right hand rod's on is really good, really good. The left hand rod's obviously produce fish. Range rod is not there. We don't have 3 rods. Wish we did have 3 rods. There'd be one straight out heading towards them sticks over the other side. Not showing you. It's not. Yeah, because I think the wind's a little bit from the. There's no wind. It sort of pushes a little bit from the north, stroke northeast. Good. It'll help me get the bait out there. Don't know really, but hey ho. But yeah, we've having a good time really. Well happy about catching that fish. That orange glow at the back of my bivvy isn't the sunshine. It's just one of my little remote lights. I sort of dot around inside the bivvy. So when you sort of go in the back, look for stuff and move around, there's a little light that glows up. Otherwise, it's pitch black in there and you can't see anything. So I have a couple of them on the floor, and it's tucked under things. They don't sort of go off permanently. See, it's sort of gone off now. Which gives you a little bit more light when you're sort of rummaging around looking for stuff, because it's like the spare room this bivvy is. It's fantastic. You could probably live in it, I reckon. It would be really, really nice. I love how my camera zooms in and out automatically. That's automatic focus, it's great. Yeah. Let's just hope something something else comes along. It'll be good, but believe you me, I'll go home happy that I've actually caught and I've got a fish under my belt. I've got fish under my belt. September. Whew, 1 fish this September. What did I say I had last September? 18. Not fishing brilliantly. I think everyone's consensus is it's not fishing brilliantly. Do hope it switches on for October. Otherwise, maybe I'll. Well, don't know. Got to work out what to do next week. Don't know what to do next week. I might actually take a drive around Meadow. Ian's not about next week, so I might take a drive around Meadow next week. And sort of, I was not sure of fish, but no, it's not. Yeah, take a drive around Meadow next week, just have a look. If there's anything really half decent swims free, I might pop in one of them. I don't know. I've got a bit of time next week, so I'm not working Wednesday, so which is good really. I've got to make a decision about what to do over half term. Because family are away for just half the week, I'm away fishing with Rob a little bit before that. I actually sort of come back on the Sunday and actually sort of get out and do some work on the Monday and Tuesday. So yeah, don't know. Let me set my light off now. Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, the condensation in here. No, it's not. No, it's just rain and leaves and run the leaves on this one. Very autumny. You should get out there with a camera, take some photographs. Fish with leaves on and things. Yeah, yes, I've taken photos of fish with leaves on mainly because I haven't noticed the leaves have been on there. Oh, I got fed up with taking it off and it's stuck back on there again. But yeah. So yeah, don't know. Where were we? Yeah, fishing with Rob, Meadow. I put like a lot of it into perspective. I don't really want to throw the towel on here, but the last weekend over the last 4 years we've been out to fish until the end of October. Last weekend or the last week for us, the weather's been evil and absolutely atrocious. Lee and I have struggled to catch one fish each. Last year completely missed it thanks to COVID. Probably wouldn't have been such a disaster last year because we were, on a roll and catching fish and doing really well. But there we go. One day I'll stop talking about COVID and forget about it really. But it's been quite bad last year. But anyway, I never made it that last weekend. So this is the fourth year now we're coming up to fish the last weekend. It'd be nice if I can actually do it. So I might change my days off so I can actually. Don't know. I've got to put some thought in. I need the weather to. That's what I need. Decent long range weather forecast that's accurate. I can happily plan it and happily set it all up and get there, and the weather will change. And the week I didn't do it, the weather will be perfect, and I'll be stuck out working. It's just it used to be slightly more predictable, the weather forecast. Blooming ridiculous nowadays. Well, what should I say? Right, I've been rambling for way too long, and you're probably bored and fed up and probably don't like it. But if you could comment about whether you like my ramblings and waffling ons, and I'd actually know whether it was good or bad, which would be good, really. So, yeah, see what you think. If you do quite like them, you can find me on Spotify, and I do podcasts, and I just yabber for ages because I think I just do. Well, folks, I've been busy this morning. I've put some new braid on my marker rod, and I've put some new braid on the spod rod, so that'll be all good. Been trying to do that for ages, but just being lazy and couldn't get around to it realistically. I've also needed to braid up another spool for my main rods as well, which I've done as well. I'm not going to use it this trip, but I've done that, so it's all good, and hopefully, yeah, when I come down here next time or so, I'll be fine. The wind seems to be slowly but surely swinging back round to the southwest and pushing nicely in this corner. So, yeah, looking good, I feel. A couple of people are caught, a couple of people have blanked. It's all pretty reasonable. Things drying out there at the moment, which is nice. Ian's going to pop round for lunch. He'll pop round for a cup of coffee earlier on. He likes me coffee, so he popped round for that, and he'll pop round for a little bit of spot of lunch later on. I get the weather out, get some brie on the go or camembert. Can't remember which one I've got. Get that going, and it'll be all good, really. Happy days. If I can wangle another fish out before I go, be all the better. Should be quite nice. This swim's looking quite good in here. The wind's pushing in, I must admit. It'd be nice to actually just stick a little one rod in there. It's a shame that dead tree's over there. This would be a really good spot over the back of there, but there we go. It's probably one of the dead trees there. But, not going to do a lot about that realistically, unfortunately. But no, yeah, we're nicely tucked away in here. We have to remember this for on the hot summer days, because I think it's going to be a little bit sheltered from the sunshine. Might still go straight over the top of your head, but there's a bit of trees and you can possibly sort of tuck yourself under and hide yourself. I'm hoping that water on the roof evaporates over the next 24 hours, and yeah, everything's all sort of dry when I pack up and head home. Would be nice. I haven't checked what the weather's going to be like at the weekend, but I don't think we're actually up to that much this weekend. Might go out. Don't know. Just have to, you know, just have to hope and pray that, yeah, get some nice weather. It'd be quite nice, really. But I thought I'd catch some of that Ryan rod, and I haven't. So I've got a bit of thought back into that. I still don't know whether to try and spom out long or not try and spom out long. It's hard spomming out in the swim. I must admit, I need to be bivvier, better angle to be perfectly honest with you, or just go out my waders and spom out. What a few people do. Don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Quite like it as it is. I think it should produce. That other spot should produce as well. So, yeah, it's all quite good, really. I'm tempted to come back here next week, really. There's a little bit of handiwork at some particular point. Don't know, really. But yeah, a couple of herons over the far bank. I've seen some fish really close to those trees on the far bank over there, but they're sort of, well, they look like they're in the trees, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't think it's going to do me any good at all. But yeah, don't know. I might have another go in here. Don't know. There's a couple of nice things. Ian's seen a nice fish again today out in the main lake. I saw something quite nice out in the main lake last week. So it, it does interest me, that main lake. As I told you before, that's why I like fishing that main lake. I feel that real bigger fish are in that main lake, not not in places like this. I'm sure they transit through, because I know people have lost something decent down the bottom lake. I just know. I don't know, something about it. Something tells me that I'm in that main big lake there. We shall see. Anyway, let's look up there. The old clouds whizzing by. Wind blowing, isn't there? That's it, really. Oh well, right. Well, I'm glad I've done some, tidying up and some jobs. I've been trying to do that for, don't know, really, 3 or 4 months since over the winter. I just don't seem to get the time at home. I always seem to find something else to do at home. But here, well, I thought, no, I've got to do it. Got to do it. Got to give it a go. Got to give it a go. So we shall see. Right. I'm going to tuck myself in my bivvy and have a brew, and yeah, fingers crossed, eh? Fingers crossed. Well, good afternoon. Hopefully you're not getting bored with this view, but I'm certainly not getting bored with this view. Absolutely stunning and fantastic. Really love it. Looking forward to the sun belting in here this afternoon, this evening. Get the old weather going, get the macaroni cheese on there and sit outside, and it'll be absolute bliss, it will be. Well, what did I do? Around about 12 o'clock, actually might have been 12:30 actually. So I'd reel in, bait up. Just as I was finishing, Ian came round, so we got the old camembert on the weather, cooked that up, and a few breadsticks with that. Absolutely fantastic. He had to go back and sort a few things out, because he wanted to put some line on his spool. I think he got motivated with the fact that, because I've put lines on my spools and everything like that. They just went back and had a chat with a few other people, went for a wander, and had a chat with someone I hadn't seen for a couple of years. Just fishing with a guest, with a member. This used to be an ex-member. Had a sort of enjoyable chat there, and then got back here about 3 o'clock. Perfect timing, because I got a bit of cloud cover. Got them rods out on the spot, and yeah, it's all looking good. Can't wait for an evening bite or something like that. I feel I got a fair chance of catching something. If all else fails, well, we've had one. I'm going to go home happy that I've had one. It's always nice to catch more. Don't get me wrong, but I haven't blanked, which I think is a real weight off my mind at the moment after the last few trips. So we shall see where we go and where we end up next week, and yeah, just to see how Ian catches. Gets on catching. There's a couple of people next to him on the double gravel swim. It'd be interesting to know how they get on as well. Whether it's sort of worth thinking about going back in there and piling loads of bait out. Don't know. I don't think they're putting much bait out. So I think it's one of the main issues at the moment. There's not enough bait going out, which is not conducive to the fish coming along and holding in an area. I think we're sort of creating our own problem on here at the moment. I'm trying my best to put a lot of bait out. Ian's trying his best to put a lot of bait out, but it's chicken feed, isn't it, really, to the size of this lake. So that's why I said if it carries on like that, I might just sort of go to Rob's, knock it on the head, and just head over the meadow or something like that, and maybe just come back on here and do the last weekend. Don't know. We shall see. We'll put a bit of thought into it. I've got to take it week by week, to be perfectly honest with you, and see where we go realistically. But that's my afternoon update for you. With any luck, I'll do you an evening update that comes with a fish. You never know. Audio. Well, this is it. Last night, sun going down behind the tree, looking absolutely gorgeous out there. Wind's died down now. I think the sky's going to clear. What I can remember, it's I think it's going to be 9 degrees tonight. Still with a full moon, probably. I'm not quite sure what the carp are going to think of that. Just have to see. I was hoping for a evening bite, but I'd right hand rod gave a couple of knocks about an hour and a half ago. I was hoping it might sort of rattle off at some particular point, but clearly not. Thing drying out from this morning, the old flag of success. That'll come up here really. A little bit of a wander. Sun's gone down now. A few squirrels over the back. The squirrels are everywhere at the moment. Lovely, beautiful evening. Don't think anyone else has arrived and walked down or anything. Interesting to see if I hear the deer again tonight. Have to wait and see. I'm sort of creeping up here. You never know what you sort of see around corners on here. There's a whole herd of deer around. I don't know whether they're going to be this side or the other side. Not really sure. Don't know if anything's out and about around here. I don't think so. No, it doesn't appear to be. The rabbits over in the distance. That's it really. But yeah, what a place to fish, Look, let's go a little bit further away from this swim. It's just this is a fishing lake. It's absolutely beautiful, It's just wonderful, There's tracks around where we barrow stuff through and walk and stuff, but in general, it's pretty much, wild. Nothing really. Only we come here and wildlife. What more could you ask for, realistically? You see if you look really close, you'll see a white van parked in the car park up there. That's all it. A rabbit, running down there. Absolutely beautiful. Better head back. Don't like being that far away from the rods. Never know. Wrapped up last night. There's that bay I was on about the other day. Absolutely beautiful through there. Little secret corners, as I call them. Splendid. It's just Perfect place to be. Absolutely perfect. You can see a little bit more through there, really. Yeah. There's someone's dog barking, so that means that I'll be taking it for a walk. A couple of people on here with dogs this weekend. It's good. £10 to take your dog. Take it for a walk, wander around. Do what you really like, really. It's beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So, Libby seems to have sort of dried out. Whether we get any condensation or anything tonight, I don't know, but whatever it is, I do have to do 2 trips tomorrow. It's always harder on the way back than you think. I do anyway. Seems to be harder on the way back. There you go. Beautiful, isn't it? Really lovely. And I don't think anyone else has sort of turned up. I haven't heard anyone setting up. You normally hear sort of lead spomming, bit of casting going on maybe. Some swims you have to bang pegs in and things, so yeah. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. No, it's all been pretty quiet, peaceful, so I can only assume people have gone home rather than come today. Not bad for a Friday night, is it? We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people fishing on the whole complex. You know, you'd be happy with 7 people fishing on a lake this size, let alone the bottom lake, which is actually bigger than this, and the top lake, which I fish on quite a lot. Yeah, and we're all set up there, ready to go. Yeah, beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful. Well, I'm going to get sort of settled down a little bit, sort things out, and yeah, wait for one of them to rattle off. Beautiful evening. Well, morning from inside the bivvy. It's sort of a bit chilly out here at the moment. Yeah, beautiful night's sleep, realistically. Looking stunning as always. That tree, something about that tree I love. Yeah, not a touch, not a twitch last night whatsoever. I'm going to set my alarm clock just to wake me up, because as you can see, probably the latest I've slept in this trip, really. Yeah, I'm going to set it up. It's well, as good as packing up time, realistically. I promise to be home by sort of 10:30 as always. I might head home a little bit later, a little bit earlier. Don't know really. I'm going to start packing up. I haven't had any morning takes, so I don't think there's much point in hanging around too much this morning for a morning take that clearly isn't going to happen because it hasn't happened yet. Very glad I've had one fish. It's just, it's going to make things a little bit less painful going home. Still got to put my thinking cap on. Start producing a little bit more. Ian had one yesterday, sort of late evening, I would say, 7ish, I think. Oh gosh, Intel's just woken up, so he's happy. He's not about next week, so I might have to have a little look around where he's fishing, sort of, because he's fishing in the weed and things like that. It'd be nice to know if the guy up the end, he had one and lost one. That's around the weed as well, so if there's 2 other guys in between them and the end, so it'd be interesting to see who catches and who doesn't and what, really, because it could be about the weed. It'd be interesting to see if the guy on the double gravel on the left catches and his mate doesn't. Just interesting, but yeah. The weed's starting to play a little bit of a part in this fishing at the moment. You need to be sort of around it, near it or something. Don't know. But yeah, gotta look at that. So I'm gonna start sorting out the bivvy and tidying things up and getting things down, and pack up and yeah, head back home for another week. And fingers crossed, all being well, I shall be back out again next week. Another 3 nights on the hunt for something. We'll see, really. I've got to try and keep away from Meadow, I think. I do really think I've got to keep away from there. I've got to concentrate on here. This is, this is the place. If I'm not here, well, I'm never ever going to catch what I'm looking for, am I? So, yeah, just gotta move on and do it realistically. Only planned on doing 2 trips over Meadow the last time, to be perfectly honest with you. I just ended up doing the third because of the heat wave, and it was quite pleasant there. So, here it's not very pleasant in a heat wave. It's quite open, as you've seen. So, there we go. Anyway, I am going to hopefully do another little bit of a video before I leave, but I'll leave you that view at the moment, and yeah, catch up before I go, really. Well, there we go. That was the Titan down. Actually, not completely packed away. In about 3.5 minutes. Absolutely brilliant. You know, I don't have the inner capsule on when I'm sort of fishing like this. No point, really. Only a bit of grass to have the ground sheet folded in half. So yeah, it's, works wonders realistically. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. You just gotta pack everything else away nice and slowly. I didn't sort of rush, but you know, you do rush a little bit, don't you, sometimes? Get it down, get it sorted. And it's time to do the pegs, trying to sort the rest of the stuff out. And yeah, as you've noticed, the bivvy down, there's not much in front of me. There's a pile of stuff in a barrow behind you. I'll show you in a minute. All set to go and do trip 1. I'll get trip 2 ready, reel the rods in, pack everything away. So I just literally just go up there, do 1 trip, come back, do the next. Can't live, you know. And Ian and I are next to each other. We're sort of a little bit of a sneaky one. There's hardly any distance to the car there. And you're fishing open water as well, so it's well, a bit naughty. But there we go. Still love this bag. I don't like the way it rolls up and folds up, but however, what I do like is the fact that I haven't left any big pegs behind, which leaves you me. There's no doubt something we've all done, and no doubt something we only discover when we get back the next trip. It's always fun, isn't it? I am loving me my little stand there, that's quite good, that is. Does work well actually. I must admit, if I put it on shorter legs, put a little bucket through it, might actually add that to be useful as a little tiny weird table. And there we go, so you can see I'm going to be drying some things out tonight. In the garden. What have we done? Yuck. I've not, apart from one fish that I saw first thing this morning, I've not seen or heard anything out here, so I am extortionately interested in what Ian's seen. Now, any problem with doing this round shoot this way is yucky and horrible. The advantage is, when I come to pack it up in the future, pack it up and roll it in the future, is round the right way. And also, when I dry it out this afternoon, it's also the right way to dry out. So, a little bit of yuck now. There's a long way in the future, don't you think? Oh, yeah. Mr. Nash, the bivvy bags are superb because it's not a nightmare to get everything in it. In fact, you could get more stuff in it. You're probably tempted to, but an old man like myself, I don't fancy it. Not really. Not a good plan, realistically. Right then, so let's move a few things onto there. And yeah, whoa. Buzzer time. Buzzer time. Buzzer time, hey? Buzzer and rod time. Wow. Oh well. Nice stuff in it out there. What a shame to go on mornings like this. Yeah, this is really, I don't know, it's supposed to be a cold night. I don't know, I think it might have been cooler. I know one thing, I slept 100 times better than I have done. Probably because I was zonked out, to be perfectly fair, with not enough sleep the last 2 nights. But there we go. Beautiful, isn't it? Let's take a net down. I love this net pole. Superb. Absolutely superb. I must admit, there's nothing worse than rushing to pack up. I'm quite enjoying my little slow pack up this morning. Quite nice. Quite nice indeed. Oh God. Bits of tree. Nothing like a bit of tree in there, is there? Righty-ho. Crisp brown net if anyone's interested. Not very well known, not very much used, but a little bit salty, amazingly light, versatile, etc. Had mine for a long time, very long time in fact. Hey, look at that, beautiful, isn't it? If I don't make any noise, it's beautiful, it's just peaceful and beautiful. Without the muffler on, the lights can do anything about this. But hey, what have we done? What have we done? That. These things, Sonic, waterproof bags. Oh, fantastic. Not that net's wet, but when they are, you just roll it up, put your thing in it, and it doesn't leak. No smelliness in your car, no stinking whatever. Fantastic idea. Absolute fantastic idea. Who wouldn't want one of them? In fact, I've got 3. Because 3 nets. Well, I only use it on the NSR nets. I don't use it on those nets. 9 times out of 10 I can dry them out, not too bad. I generally carry an NSR net around just in case I've got a spare. And take out the dry net, put the wet one in there if necessary. That's how I look at it. I'm not going to sort of carry around ridiculous amounts of stuff. Oh yeah. Put away the tripod. What's that? It's for the binoculars, because I like to keep them nice and stable and you just sit there watching through them without actually really holding them or anything. Obviously, this makes things easier. Right then, we're nearly there. Scratch me bum, an old man. Right then, it is, isn't it? Oh, I'm not doing it this time. Pain in my hip. Pain in my hip. Don't set them remote things off. Right, oh, see. Pain in my hip. I always loosen off the clutch way more than I do normally. You just never know, do you? Okay, there we go. Alright, still got me. I've got to do that stick when I don't think I'm going in the water anymore, so I should do that now. That's how I get down into the water. OAP thing, apart from it needs to go in that bag. Boo. Boo hoo. Oh well. Right. Be ever faithful. Summit bank sticks. I love these ones. I'm not sure if you can get many more. Euro ones they're called. Really, really long. Which is great. Yeah, I'll take my buzzers off everything every time we go home. Well, just find it neater, tidier. Neater, tidier, easier. Well, for me anyway. I just had a baiting needle in this bag. You know, you lose things and you go, oh, I wonder where that's gone. That's the last thing I'd expect the place to look. Anyway, obviously I need to occasionally. There we go. No rutting deer last night. Night before. Again, I'm clanging away over the far side. Didn't see them, just heard them. A few grunts and groans, but in general, didn't cause me a problem. Good. They can be. It's had a nightmare. We don't mind me doing all this stuff. Just sort of head back. It's, nice to wrap up the video with someone packing away. I think sometimes you don't often see that. Just a general sort of. Right. Seem to be in a snag. Joy. Never a snag there before. Yeah. Oh well. Brilliant. Oh well. Am I glad I didn't catch a fish? Probably so. Oh, there we go. Lid. And hook link back. Yeah. Oh well. Reckless. You love it when things like that happen. Not always, but no. Need to actually I want to actually change that around actually. Yeah, I do. I need to put braid on there the next time. I must admit I'll have to redo all my knots anyway, so it's just I always tie it up slightly differently. Do a weird thing if I have to change something. It forces me into remembering why. Because, sometimes you just don't quite get back when you think you're going to get back. Get down the lake a bit in the rush and go, what? Just nothing. Why have I just lost a fish? Oh, I remember I was supposed to change that. I haven't quite checked it enough, so I sort of deliberately make things look a little bit out of the ordinary. So it sort of obstructs me from going fishing and home fishing. It tells me in terms of this, I write notes in your book or on my phone. The problem is with that, you've got to remember to read your notes. I forget down here before there's a note that says top up coffee pot. Oh yeah, I remember that. Top up coffee pot. Top up coffee pot. This is when you're here. That is a beautiful spot, that is. What is wrong with that spot? No fish. I know. But anyway, we've tried something different. We've caught a fish. We've been somewhere else. We've learned a little bit. Yeah. I do believe 100% heading for weed next time. Yes, I do. Heading for weed. Gotta find a weed. You think? Something's gotta give. Find a weed. A few areas with weed. Gotta find a weed. Right then. One landing net to go. And then we start the merry excursion to the thingy. To the car. Right, where's the other? Oh, that goes in there. I know which nets are which. I have to carry those what's it nets, floating ones, because if I fish any swims you got to wade out and net fish. You can't net them for the margin. You can't even walk back and net them for the margin. No, you need those. Oh, thank you. Well, as you've seen, everything is all packed away, piled up there for trip 2, all set there for trip 1, and yeah, head off home for another week. Fantastic. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. See you on the bank, enjoy yourself, and yeah, catch up with you soon. Bye bye now. Now you might have seen me just wobble at the end of that video. 3 wheelbarrows have to be handled with, not with care, but with respect. You know, if you're going to pile on what I've piled on, you are going to sort of hit a bit of a wobble. So you just got to lean on that heavy side and just stop, and it will just tip back. There's no point in carrying on and powering through it. I like my water bottle down the bottom because that, you know, puts a little bit of weight down the bottom, which helps. But yeah, it's all on there. I've even got my Titan on there. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But no, gotta. As I said just a minute ago, you've got to treat them with respect. Now, coming up here, there's a rather sort of angular bit, lots of grass sticking up and things like that. So I've just taken my Titan off. Let's go around, get around the corner and come back and get the Titan. So that'll be a little bit more sensible than trying to sort of struggle with it, tip the whole lot over and damage something. So as I said, you've got to, you know, you've got to think sensibly about what you're going to do with these things and how it's best to work. Ah, there you go. Fine example of what you've got to be careful when you do with the barrow. But if you look up here, I went through the grass because it's quite tall, because there's a sort of a slope leading down to the left, and the barrow just didn't like it. I needed to go probably further up to sort of get it done, but I load my barrow like a container ship. The top stuff can just roll off and fall off. It's very bouncy there as well, which has caused a bit of my problem there. So yeah, it's not ideal, but we're back. We've grabbed the Titan. I'll probably wander the Titan up to the car now and leave the barrow there, up past and around the tower, because I don't think there's any point in trying to sort of, see, I nearly caught bramble and fell myself, and there's no point in actually sort of trying to go around the corner. When you turn with these barrows, you don't lift it, you have to sort of push it across so the wheel slides and goes round the corner over the grass and the ground. But Ian's over there. I'll go and see him in a minute when I've done all this. Got it all back in the car, so yeah, it'll be good really. And yeah, good old tower. I don't know when they're going to start working on that. No deer around, so there we go. Rightio.